Before we get started even, all kinds of polishing compound left in all the cracks. I mean, that was just quickly glancing over it, and I mean, it's everywhere. So definitely gonna have to take some measurements of this paint, because I have no idea what they did to this poor thing. Alright, gotta do a video on this one. This is a client that I've worked with before. It's been a few years since I worked with him, and in that time, he sold the car I did before, got another one, had it sent somewhere else to do a ceramic coat paint correction on it. Wasn't happy with that. It was a mess when it was done. Got rid of that car, got this one, and he had a chrome delete done. So he had all the chrome done in a black vinyl. And while it was there, the shop said that they could do a paint correction and ceramic coating for $150. Well, when he dropped it off here, he said that he definitely got what he paid for, and it looks terrible. So, and the ceramic coating isn't behaving like it should, and it just looks bad. And he said when he picked it up, the guy said there were water spots that were already in the paint, which the client doesn't think that that was the case, but you can definitely see water spots there. So there are definitely water spots now. And overall, he's just really not happy with the job that was done on it. So he reached out to me, and we were able to get him in. So we're just doing a paint correction. So we're removing whatever this coating is, which for $150 for the total job, I can't imagine this coating is going to be worth much. But I mean, you can see right where that finger mark is. There's kind of a shadow right there, kind of a round shadow from some kind of funkiness. And I haven't looked over this car a lot yet, but in here, if you look down towards that bottom edge, got some hologramming. So yeah, this was just hammered by whoever did this before. So, gonna clean it up. We're gonna get it cleaned up and strip the paint. Once we get that done, then we will actually be able to do a full inspection and see what we are really looking at, and see what it's going to take to actually get this thing turned around and looking like we want it to. So we've got it. It's actually going to be here for about 2 weeks, so we're only going to need maybe a week of that, but then we're going to be storing it for him while he is on a business trip. So it's going to be an adventure. So hang out, come along. All right, got the pigtails there. You can see those right where this finger mark is here. Got a lot of the surface crap out of the way, so now we can see that a little bit better. Wipe that off so you can. All right, so you can see those in there. So now, I'm gonna go through and see if we can actually get those out without damaging the paint. Hey! Alright, so now we've got the haze left from what we just did, but way better than having pigtails in there. So, gonna take that, gonna keep going over the rest of the car. That haze will be taken care of when we do the refining stage, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Put this strip of red tape there because the edges are pretty thin on this after getting beat up by the last person, so protecting the edges with that. And then using the 3 and 1 inch to get up nice and close. And again, it's still haze there. I haven't done the refining stage on it yet, but pretty sketchy right there. So I can take some more measurements right there and see if I can figure out what's going on. Alright, had enough that we're able to do some. I mean, you can still see little bubbles in there, but you have to know to look for them. And once you're, a foot away, you can't see it anymore. So I'm gonna call that a win on that one. Already did the edges with the 3 inch and the 1 inch. So down through here was the 3, up here was the 3, up along this edge was the 3, but then all down here was the 1 because it's got more of a radius in there, so the 3 inch wasn't fitting in there. It does, let's see, it does leave more hazing with the 1 inch than it does with the 3 or the 5, but this still cleans up and refines nice. So we've done all the edges. We've done like this whole top section with the 3 inch up through here, and then around the door handle we did 1 inch to make sure that we were able to get close to the door handle. So now it is going into the center of the door with the 5-inch to clean up that mess. Let's see if I can show you what I'm seeing here. Alright, so you can see through here. There's still a lot of scratches and swirls in there. So we had to get rid of that first layer of gunk and crack, so we can actually see what's left, which is quite a lot. So now we're just going to go back over, hit it again. So each section is taking 2 passes. The first one to get rid of all that, and then the second one to actually hit these deeper scratches. So that's what we're doing. This is right by the window trim. Working on getting all these small scratches right up by the trim taken care of. Alright, well. So these dark, deep blue guys are still there. Can't get rid of those without risking totally burning through right there, but other than that, got the scratches out. Put it right there still. Hit that just a little bit more, but there we go. All right, well, that's going to do it for this one. 2-stage correction, and then we used the Angel Wax Enigma sealant on it. No ceramic coating on this one right now, but overall, I'd say that doesn't look too shabby. It was a lot of work to get it to where it's at now. You know, like I said earlier, the previous shop really hammered it pretty bad, so it took a lot of a lot of work, a lot of really delicate finesse stuff to actually get some results out of it and not damage it any further. But turned out really well, and hopefully once the owner sees it, he's gonna be happy too. So, all right, well, if you stayed through the whole thing, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you later.